Hello, hello. Holy shit, it's been a while since I've streamed Zenless. Yeah. Life has been a bit busy, but hey, last week's streams were really random, I know. But I wanted to say good night. That's okay. Thank you for dropping by, Wolfie. I hope you sleep well. I have arrived and I woke. Oh god. I don't know if the pipes have been enabled. Oh no. My ears. Wow, she's a variety streamer. I know, right? It's a miracle. Last week, what was last week? We did co-working, kind of just yapping, chatting, and then IRL. So that was interesting. Oh lord. How has chat been? How have you guys been for the past week? Or what did you guys do on your weekend? I'd say I had a pleasant weekend. Very interesting, to be honest. Yeah. Different versions of yapping, essentially. Yes, thank you guys for the check-in as well. I hope you guys have been well. I said well twice, am I stupid? Yeah, initially I wanted to stream Zenless at least one day on the weekend. However, I was having issues with my OBS. I think you guys saw in the Discord. I don't know, OBS was a bit weird and wasn't capturing my game. So I was like, oh shit. So I had to spend a day to kind of fix that and fix some widgets and stuff I originally was using that they suddenly kind of poofed. You probably noticed they're back now because finally they're fixed. What's it? You know what? Kimmy streams are just scuffed. You fix one thing and sometimes you end up with more technical issues. But yeah, it is what it is. Hello, Nose. Welcome in. How are you? Oh, welcome in, Meg. League and enjoying typhoon season. Oh god. Hopefully you're staying safe. Hopefully. But you never know. I feel like typhoon season is, yeah, obviously unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. What did my weekend consist of? Well, to end it off, Friday after work was a nightmare. And then watching Felipe play football was fun. However, the group before, which I had explained on that day, were really fucking rude. The TLDR is that, you know, it's a community space. You're supposed to have consideration for other people and negotiate to how long you use the court for. And it's kind of just, it's kind of just a common rule that if you've used the court after like a couple hours, it's kind of just considerate to have the next group of people come in and use the field, if that makes sense. Oh my god, this song. But essentially this group, pretty much we were stuck waiting for 1 hour before we can use the court. And our group, like the guys, tried to negotiate with them saying, you know, like, we've been waiting here for 1 hour and you guys don't even notice that we're here. You don't even bother to negotiate or anything when we can use the court. Yeah. And they just kept talking, like it was for quite a while. And the moment I stepped in was when I felt like they were like our group was being mocked, like no one was being listened to, which really, really irked me because it's like, first of all, it's a fucking community space. You're entitled to use it. However, have some fucking consideration for other people. You don't own the field. Why are you using it the whole fucking day? You know, it doesn't make sense. So then I came up and I was like, so what is the issue here? You know? And then they start telling me, oh, they want to use the court. However, we have a rule, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 this. Like, they were just saying they have rules, right? And then I was like, first of all, your rules do not apply. This is first and foremost, we're on a community plot. It's a community fucking space. There is a sign over there that tells you to be considerate of others who want to use the court. You know what I mean? So this guy just kept talking over me and saying, well, we've been here for 6 years. We have 6 years of experience. These are our rules. And it's just like, look, all they're trying to do is negotiate with you. And all you're doing is laughing in their face and throwing your 6-year experience. What does that have to do with anything with a community space? It has nothing to do with it. Do you own the space? No, you don't. So I don't give a fuck if you've got 10 years, 6 years, 2 years, 6 months. At the end of the day, it's a community space. Read the sign, you know? If you are abusing that, then all we have to do is call the cops and you're done. That's it. It's not that hard. And so we wanted to be civilized and at least negotiate. And then the guy's like, oh, but we are negotiating. Yeah, we're negotiating. I'm like, no, you're not. Have you heard? Did you even let them speak? You didn't let them speak. And when they did speak, what did you do? You laughed in their face and then you said, I've got 6 years of experience. And fuck off. Like, that pissed me off. I was like, first of all, your experience has nothing to do with using a community space. Okay, you guys have your own set of rules within your group, but that is only with your group. It's not with everybody else that uses this court. You don't own the place. The fuck? I don't know, man. That was just so ridiculous. And there's other guys that are talking and trying to cut me off. I'm like, first of all, we're here to negotiate. You are not letting me speak. So I'd appreciate it if you let me speak, because we've let you speak this whole time and all you did was laugh in our group's face. Like one of the people that organized the groups, and Felipe as well, they just laughed in their face. I was like, how is this funny to you? Like, is this a fucking joke or what? Do you see us laughing at you? No, we don't. Do we see, like, are we laughing at you because you're shit at soccer? No, we don't. We encourage you. We cheer you on when you get a goal. But what do? You fucking laugh in our faces. What? Like, huh? What? I don't know, man. Like, some of these fucking people, after my Friday at work, I was like, holy shit, I've completely lost faith in humanity. And then on the Saturday, again, the same problem with inconsiderate fucks like that. Holy shit. I used to never, ever, ever walk up and tell someone if I have a problem with someone or that I feel like something's unfair. And in that case, I was like, this is completely unfair. My group is being laughed at for no fucking reason, for just trying to negotiate with you. Some of the people in our group maybe don't have great English. How is that okay for you to fucking laugh at them because they struggle with English? First of all, some of these people are also not from Australia. So it's just like, do you remember how hard it was for you when you came here? Do you remember the struggle it was for you to learn English? Or did you forget? So don't fucking treat other people who've just come here and want to be able to use a community space to make some friends and play some games. Honestly, like, what the fuck? I don't know why, but that just really irks me. And I just hate that so many people are so fucking selfish these days. I don't know why. Like, that just really irritates me. Yeah, exactly. And me, of course, they're not going to listen to me. They're like, you're a woman. You know what I mean? But still, it's just like, you guys don't have any consideration. You don't have any common sense. You guys aren't being fair. And I'm just telling you how it is. Yeah, I'm just like, do you remember when you first came here and how hard it was for you to fit in, to make friends, starting in a new country? Yeah, I'm sure you fucking forgot. I don't know, man. Like, that really irked me. I just can't. Maybe that makes me sound like a bitch, but I just can't tolerate people who just take so many things for granted, or they forgot where they came from and then they fucking treat other people like trash. It's just not fair, I mean, the world is not fair. It is what it is, but still, it's just like, you shouldn't be treating others that way when you yourself has struggled. Otherwise, get the fuck out. Like, what? Ugh. Big poopies. You got 6 years and grow no brain cells for all those years. Exactly. I think even the cops would be like, are you children? Exactly. It's like, if they had hogged up the court for any more time, we would have called the police and the police would have been like, the fuck is wrong with these people? Your rules don't apply to a community place. End of story. Share the court. You've refused to negotiate. Then well, GG, cops on you. They're gonna fucking tell you to fuck off or ban you from the space. Who even knows what they're gonna do? But still, there are things that can be done about it for people who are fucking ungrateful. Yeah, the world is not fair, but when it comes to huge community spaces where councils put these spaces for people to use because either you want to be able to make friends, you want to meet people, or you want to set up a group where you can play, you know, with friends, that's a place where you can set that up as, and it's a good spot for people to just enjoy themselves for the weekend. It's a day where everyone is off work and can freaking relax. But no, you've got another fucking group of ungrateful bitches who are hogging the space, who have no consideration for everybody else and ignore everybody else, and then end up laughing in their face when they try to negotiate, end up laughing at people who struggle with their English. It's like, you guys, what the fuck? Y'all need to humble yourselves. I don't know what happened, but holy shit. It's like, you, at the end of the day, look in the mirror and do you like who you see? You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. I don't know. That's my tangent of the day. I just don't have any tolerance for just, I don't know what you call those types of people. I would hope they would learn, but you never know. Probably not. Because they keep throwing, I have 6 years experience. Yeah, okay, whatever. Still doesn't apply to a community place. The fuck? Oh, Lord. Yeah, people stinky, Megs. The fact they've been there for 6 years is all the more reason to believe they can be really considerate. It's kind of weird. Because they're always like, well, we've been here for 6 years. We always play at this time, like every Saturday or whatever the fuck. Do you though? Sometimes you don't. And when you do, you hog up the space. So how does that make any sense? Clearly they don't read the signs. So I don't know. Anyways. Me trying to negotiate with them basically went nowhere. The group that tried to negotiate with them kind of went nowhere as well. Eventually they did leave the court because of, like, by 11, we had already been waiting there for an hour. They said they'd finish at 11:30. If they didn't, then we would just call the cops and then they would fuck off, you know? Because after everything, trying to negotiate, being nice, being peaceful, and if they're still being a bunch of pricks, then okay, well, we'll call the cops on you. I don't know. Everything has consequences, man. If you're just a shitty person, I'm sure there are some consequences for you. Sometimes being nice isn't enough. Yeah, it really isn't. Like, obviously, no one is a saint, right? Everyone has their, what do you call it? Like, their faults. No one's perfect. But I'm sure a lot of us would know the difference between being fucking considerate and selfish, you know? I don't know. If not, I don't know what to tell you. Lord. Even today in this call, I hate people who try to be a know-it-all, or what is even the word, to be honest? A know-it-all, a smartass, something like that. My last call today was just so stupid. It was just a smartass, like trying to put words in my mouth, and I knew what I had said too. So it's like, yeah, don't try to twist my words, buddy. I know what I said. This call is being recorded anyway, so we could just go back and have a look at it if you want. I'm not the one that's in trouble, you know? I don't know, this guy's ridiculous. Basically, the guy was calling, he's like, well, I'm not going to give you my license number because that's a breach of privacy. It's like, how is that any, what? How does that breach any privacy when, first of all, you gave me your full name, your date of birth, and your residential address, and your contact number? Huh? Because if you'd given me your license number, you would have to confirm the same fucking details, you idiot. What the fuck? And your fine is in your license, so I don't know how that's breaching any privacy, bro. You registered your car to a company, and that's where you have your license. What kind of breach of privacy are you on about? I don't know. This guy was a fucking dickhead. Yeah. You know, I'm sure there are some evil people in the world who, if they worked in a place like where I'm working and someone treated them like a pile of shit and talked to them like a, you know, like a piece of trash, they would be like, man, you better be fucking careful because we know where you live. We know your name. We know your contact number. We know your address. You know, we know your car. I'm sure there's someone who's probably tempted to fucking do something. I would not be surprised because some of the people that call up are so rude. And this guy was a top one. That was just crazy. He spent 20 fucking minutes trying to pass privacy. Well, not even attempting, more so complaining. He called and was like, I was like, you know, I pretty much introduced myself. Oh, you're speaking with Kimmy. How can I help you today, right? He's like, speaking with who? Speaking with Jim. Like, he's so fucking rude. I'm like, you're speaking with Kim. How can I help you today? He's like, Jim. I'm like, Kim, Kim. Holy fuck, man. Are you deaf? Jesus Christ. And he goes, oh, what's the reason for getting terminated call? What's the reason for getting a warning? Blah, blah, blah. Like, the way he's talking is like he's fucking drunk and slurring his words, or I don't know, on crack. I don't know what it is. But he was basically saying, well, he was asking me a question. Why? Because, okay, short story. He had called up 8 times today, by the way. 8 different fucking times. And all those notes that were listed was that he was persistent, he was abusive, he used foul language, he was racist, he was angry, like, you know, just very aggro, and were given warnings before terminating the call. So then he called up me and was like, yeah, so I was told I was being persistent or difficult. So what exactly is a valid reason for terminating a call? And I was like, well, I can't exactly speak from a call you had previously, but I can only just tell you the general reason for why a call would be terminated. If you're being difficult, if you're being persistent, if you're using abusive language, if you're threatening the customer, if you're threatening the business, if your tone and attitude is very rude, then we have every right to terminate the call because we're human too. We don't have to deal with that attitude, you know? And then he was like, what's wrong with my attitude? You don't need to fucking terminate a call. And I was like, again, I can't speak for the past caller that spoke with you, but that's just a general rule. And I'm just answering a simple question, you know? So that's what it was. And then he just starts fucking complaining about them. I'm like, look, if you want to complain, you can do so on the website if you'd like. And I told him how to do that as well. He doesn't give a fuck, by the way. Eventually he's like, all right, so what do I need to give you? I'm not going to give you my license number. It's going to be a breach of blah, 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 privacy. I'm just like, okay, whatever. And then he was just steamrolling saying, my name is this, my date of birth is this, my blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. Like, he just steamrolled through the whole thing. And I'm just like, sorry, can you just give me a moment? Our system's not that fucking fast, bro. So stupid. And then finally past the privacy, and our job is to always let them know their outstanding matters. So we always tell them they've got a total of this amount of blah, blah, blah for this amount of money, right? I don't know why I don't know, he's fucking stupid or some shit. I don't know. And he was also complaining that it was taking too much time for things to load up and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, unfortunately, we don't exactly have the fastest system in the world. It just takes time to load everything depending how many obligations you have. If you have a lot, it's going to take a bit longer to come up. Duh. My God. And then I read out the matters and he's like, I don't give a fuck about that. Why do you need to read that? I'm just like, so I'm simply doing my job. It's our job to tell you what your outstanding matters are, just in case you were not aware of them. And if you're not aware of them, then we guide you through the process of the ones you're unaware about. Like, it's not that fucking hard. Have you not had a fucking job a day in your life? I don't know what it is. Has your mum not like fucking lectured you about manners and consideration and any of those things? I don't know. He's just an old fucking cunt that was just angry at everybody. Honestly. In my words, a dried up old cunt that was just miserable and decided to just cuss us out for no reason. Has nothing better to do with his day and decides to call us 8 times a day. What the fuck? So stupid. Anywho's, Welcome in, Yuri. I haven't pulled for Yuzu yet, but yeah, I don't know. This customer was an absolute cunt. Everything I was explaining to him the process, he was just saying how he never received the fine. Why did it go to a previous address? And I answered his question saying, I don't know if it did go to a previous address. However, it goes to the registered address you have on your license, right? With the company you registered with. And he just keeps saying, no, it went to my previous address, blah, 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 blah. And he starts putting words in my mouth and he's like, so just to quote you, yeah, you said it went to my old address, yeah? Fuck off. I didn't even say that. I said, no, I answered your question. However, I said it was sent to the address you have registered to your license. It's your responsibility to update your address within 14 days of moving. So I'm not sure whether it was to the previous address or a current one, but what I'm telling you is that our process is that it goes to the registered address you have, which is your responsibility to fucking change, you moron. And he just kept trying to twist my words, and I was like correcting him. I'm like, first of all, this call is recorded as well. So if you're trying to twist my words, we can always just go back to the call and we'll see what I said. You know? I sat 40 fucking minutes to deal with this freaking little shit. I'm just like, by the time it was, I don't even know, 25 minutes, I gave him his first warning. I said, look, we're going into circles. I've already explained to you our process of what address it went to. It's the one you registered with. Whether that's an old one or a new one, I can't comment on that. That's your responsibility to update your address. If it went to an old one, again, that's still your responsibility because you didn't update your address. So that has nothing to do with me. So whatever. I don't even know, man. And then he started complaining about how these tolls are from fines, and he's got evidence from the tolls saying that they don't have information on the date of the fine or the time. And I'm just like, if you have that evidence, then submit the evidence on the website. If you don't, then you've got to pay for your fines. Because here we can see you've got a bunch of toll fines that you have not paid for. And he just keeps claiming like legislation this, laws and this. It's like, you're claiming this to me who works in the company that is instructing you on how these fines work. Are you for real? Like, are you for fucking real? I don't know. Unbelievable. I don't know. He just, every time, complaining about something. I tell him the process of how to do that. Wants to dispute a fine. So I tell him on how to do that. And then he just says, I don't want to do it online. Huh? And I'm just like, well, I'm simply just doing my job. I'm instructing you on how to do a process that you said you wanted to do. So unfortunately, I can't, like, for example, doing a review. He's like, can't I just do that on the phone? It's like, no, because when you do a review, you need to provide evidence, which is supporting documents, a statutory declaration, or whatever it is that you need to provide to state that your claims are true and that your review is valid. Then that goes to the specific team that investigates that review. That doesn't go to me immediately and I say, oh yeah, it's all good, you're fine, it's off. No, that's not how the fucking world works. You're not priority. You know what I mean? It's just so stupid. And he was like, he just refused to do it. And I'm like, well, then you're going to have to pay for the fine. If you don't want to dispute it, I'm giving you the opportunity and the process on how to dispute the fine. I even sent you an email on how to do it. I've sent you a fucking reprint request to send you the photos because you refuse to look at the photos on the website itself. You refuse to log on. So what else is there that I can do, you know? And he just kept going around in circles. And then he goes back to talking about toll fines. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm just going to cut you off here again. I'm going to give you another warning because, again, we are going into circles. I've sat here for 35 minutes. I've been patient with you. I've listened to you. I've answered your questions. I've answered your inquiries. I've told you the processes of everything and you refuse to listen. And you refuse to even go through with the process. So what else is that? Like, what the fuck else do you want, essentially? It's so stupid. And then I said to him, look, again, I've been sitting here patiently helping you. However, if you're not happy with the process, that's fine. You can file a complaint if you want to. You're welcome to do that. It's your right to do so if you're not happy with something. So I tell him to do that. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. What the fuck? Then why are you calling? I don't understand. Like, how are you going to call and like inquire about all these fucking things and don't even bother to listen? I told you the instructions on how to do everything. I sent you the email on how to do it because he mentioned that he's not tech savvy. And then he proceeded to insult me. I'm like, okay, this is your third and final warning. If there's one more, I'm going to terminate the call, right? And this is where he starts losing his shit. It's just like, well, you've been persistent this whole time. You've not listened to me at all. I decided to give you a chance because you mentioned that you've called multiple times today and all the previous people that you've spoken to terminated the call, gave you a warning, probably just one warning and terminated. I have given you 3 warnings and this is my final warning and we're almost here for 40 minutes. I'm trying my best to help you. However, you're not listening at all. There is only so much I can do to help. If you refuse to listen, then there's nothing more that I can do. I don't know, man. I'm not your therapist. This guy's ridiculous. So problematic. And then he just proceeds to complain more and more and more and more and more. Calls me a bitch. Calls me all these sorts of names. And I'm like, and you know what I said at the end? I was basically like, well, there's nothing else that I can help you on. Again, you are welcome to, like, because he started threatening and saying, well, I'm going to report you. I'm going to complain about you, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, you're welcome to do that if you want to. Again, I've mentioned earlier, if you're not happy with with the process, you're welcome to complain. If you're not happy with someone that you've spoken to, you're also welcome to complain. At the end of the day, I've just done my job. I've given him a chance. He decided not to take any chances within the 40 minutes of the call. I'm out of my league, man. I can't sit for another fucking hour trying to convince this man to do the right thing because he refuses to do the right thing. So he can go fuck himself, honestly. By the end of that call, I was like, you know what? Like, I don't give a fuck anymore because he's wasted my time. So he can go eat a fucking dick. I don't know, man. He doesn't want to take responsibility for his fine. He doesn't want to pay it. He doesn't want to do anything with it. So there's nothing more that we can tell him to do. Other than that, just mark his account. That he just refuses. Every advice given, every process given, this motherfucker doesn't listen. So he can go fucking eat a dick for all I care. Like, I've tried my best. I can't sit here for another 2 hours dealing with people like that because it's just not fair.
She's gonna take you back to the past to say how the life is such an ass. She's rather have over time who take a pipe in his ear. She's rather eat arena rotten lunch, cooking in a burnt pan and finish with soda.
What is happening? Oh boy. Welcome in, DT. I would have hung up after 30 minutes. See, that's the thing. I was nice enough to give him that chance. I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not going to help you anymore. We're done. We're done. Terminated. The moment he started swearing at me, I was like, okay, well, there's nothing more that I can help you on. I'm going to be terminating this call. Take care. So I was still nice. So anybody who looks at the call, we're like, holy fuck, you're too patient with this man. And I even messaged the TL that's currently in charge to go into well-being status because I was like, I had a really shitty, like a bad call with a persistent customer who'd called 7 different times today. Same problem with persistence, abusive. However, I tried to just be patient and instruct him on all the processes that he wanted to ask about. So ridiculous. I wish I could have terminated earlier. Holy shit. The moment he started talking, the first 2 minutes I wanted to end it. I was like, nah, it's this complicated ass dude that just refuses to pass privacy. Very cute with, oh my god, Zenless. Honestly, if I could speak my mind to him, god, I would. Oh. Welcome in, Keisha Spencer. How are you today? But yeah, like this guy has the audacity to be like, I'm not going to give you my license number. That's a breach of privacy. It's like, how is that a breach of privacy? And then he starts talking about the back of the fine. If he's saying that there's a nomination he wants to nominate, right? I'm like, you can only nominate if you know who the driver was, which you would have to gain their license number. And you stated earlier that you're not willing to give your license number to someone because you complain, or you, well, not complain, you complain that it's a breach of privacy. So if you're claiming someone else was driving your car, they're not going to give you their license number because in your mind, you think it's a breach of privacy. So it's like, I used his logic against him and he shut the fuck up immediately. I'm like, yeah, I thought so. I fucking thought so. Whatever you say to other people apparently doesn't apply back to you. I don't know, man.
She's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. She's the Anikimitendo nerd. She's the Anikimaska and Kimatari nerd.
What is
She's
this
the
TTS, yo?
Kimi game nerd.
What was the end? It sounded like he was out of breath. I'm doing good. How about you? I'm doing okay. I was just telling Chad about my shit day of work. Because people like to be poopy. They really like to be poopy heads. Which is very unfortunate. Hey, yay, whoopsies. Nope. But yes, I hope Chad is okay listening to my shit. I remember. Wait, hold on. No. I forgot. You're supposed to be able to assign a time. It is what it is. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Wait, Adventures 2. This one's out of stock. Discovery. I'm sorry. Yeah, some people can be such a pain. They really can. It's really sad. If only people had some consideration in the world. But unfortunately not. Oh, you know what? Why did I do that? Ugh. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have had a good day at least. My day could have... I mean, my day was not the worst. Wasn't the best, but it's okay. Oh shit. Interesting. This one. Yes. I know it's not a fun experience for you, but listening to your story is kind of entertaining. I hope you don't have to deal with them as much though. I don't know, is it entertaining? I feel like I sound like a very angry person. I don't know. I don't know. People be tough. Dealing with people is definitely a gamble. I took 51 calls today, so that was kind of... I didn't expect it, honestly. I was like, wait, what? How? And the average call of the entire place, I think, was ranging from 30 to 40. I don't know. DT says my good days ended 3 days ago. No, what do you mean your good days? What happened? What happened, sir? I need to keep up with this. I have not been. My bad. Entertaining in a way that these people are very SMH. For me, weird human behavior is such fun knowledge to learn. It is in a way. It really is, because it really makes you question how these people exist, or how do they live their lives, you know, doing the things that they do, trying to evade their fines, I don't know, and treating everyone. So there was a guy that had called up and he has a fine by basically abusing a police officer. So you already knew this guy would have been problematic. Just calling immediately, you're like, oh boy. So that was not a fun experience. He's like, no, I didn't abuse him. That he basically was just saying, no, I didn't hit the police officer. He was just a pussy. That's what he said. And I was like, I couldn't help but laugh in my mind. I'm like, what kind of excuse is it for you to go punch a police officer though? Because they're a pussy? What? No. They wouldn't just fine you for the fun of it. You know, first of all, he was fined for speeding. He was pulled over for it. And then he decided not to obey the police officer. He decided to punch the police officer. So of course he's going to be fined for that too. That's crazy. Yeah, you would like common sense is common until you realize it's not. I know. And then you start to lose faith in humanity. Paid my phone bills via online and only a few days. Wait, got double charged? Oh no. Are you able to get a refund? Because if you're just paying by the current month, I think either you can get the refund or that can be applied to the next month bill. I don't know. Oh man, I don't know, when you get the really bad calls or the really bad experiences at work, you obviously tend to remember the bad ones versus all the good ones that you get. Like I had quite a lot of good ones today, and a lot of them were like, oh my god, you're so helpful, thank you so much for helping out, thank you so much for the advice. Like, you know, they say a lot of really nice positive reinforcement. And it makes you feel better. And then next minute you get a call and it's terrible and you feel like shit again. So it's very up and down. Very unfortunate. I'm just like, why? Why can't everybody be nice? Yeah, it is a struggle to remember all the positives. Yeah. I mean, I'd say I had a positive weekend with my family gathering. So I think some of chat already knows, but yesterday was the 100th day death anniversary of my grandpa on my dad's side. And then we had dinner with my dad's side of the family. And my partner finally met my dad's side of the family. So that was a very interesting experience for him. He wasn't able to make it to a lot of them due to work, but yeah, he finally met my cousins. He met my dad. So that's interesting. And if you guys know my relationship with my dad, yeah. Wild is all I can say, to be honest. But I would say it was definitely a positive experience because I don't know, everyone got along, everyone engaged with Felipe, you know, tried to make him feel comfortable. Even my grandma, even though she can't speak English, I introduced him to her and she was like, oh my god, he's handsome. In Vietnamese, she was like, he's handsome. And then she hugs him, and then in English, she's like, how are you? Which is so cute. But obviously, you know, she can't understand what he said replying, but that was actually really cute. And then my cousin had called me over because he was like, oh, your dad wants to speak with you, because I actually didn't hear him. Apparently my dad called for me before my grandma even said something, but my grandma is so loud I couldn't hear my dad. And then I said hi to my dad, and then I introduced Felipe to him as well, and Felipe shook his hand. Yeah, that's what he said, Steve. That was so funny. Yeah, and if you guys like know with the things that my dad struggles with, and all that stuff in regards to my dad, like we don't have a relationship or anything like that. We rarely even talk, but there was some positive, I don't know, there was a lot of positives that day. Yeah, and it's kind of funny, like it was kind of the first time I've seen my dad smile. I rarely ever see him smile, and even my cousin was really shook to see him smile, because at the end, before we were about to leave, my auntie asked if I wanted to take a photo with my dad, and I said yes, and I think he was really surprised that I said yes, because I think for him, he just wants to respect my boundaries, and he knows that he doesn't really have a right to be in my life, considering, you know, all his past actions. But I'm open to it, even if it's just small interactions. Not the pipes. When I apply for the refund, I still have to wait 3 months? Wait, what? That's crazy. Just for a refund? That should not take that long. What? But yeah, so I took a photo with my dad. That's the first photo I've ever had with my dad of my however many years I was on this earth. At least, like, there's a photo of my dad when holding me as a baby, but obviously I wouldn't remember that. But that was basically one of the first photos I've ever had with my dad, which was crazy. Yeah. I was open to it because it's just making, you know, we just want to make new memories, even though so much time has passed and he's made his mistakes. I'm sure he's trying. It's just that obviously a lot of people have lost faith in him and don't care as much anymore because he's continuously struggled. People who struggle with addiction, obviously it's really, really hard to help them, especially when they don't want to be helped. So then obviously my uncle pretty much doesn't care about him, which I don't blame him at all, because, you know, he's seen what's happened. But yeah, for me, even if it's just small talk, I'm a shy person, and I don't know whether my dad cares for me to even try to talk with him or anything, but it was nice to see that he was happy when I said yes to a photo. Maybe he was like really surprised and thought, what the hell? She probably hates me, you know? I don't hate him though. It's bad circumstances, but it's fine. Yeah. So then I was thinking to maybe print out that photo for him and frame it to give to him the next time that I do see him, just as like a memory, you know, something positive for him. And I guess something that he could look back on and be happy about, because I'm sure he's not really had many happy moments, you know. Write him a letter. He wouldn't understand though. I would have to write it in Vietnamese, and I cannot write in Vietnamese. Yeah. What else? What else happened? My auntie and her boyfriend told me to come up to them, and were telling me, you should tell your dad to get a haircut. Every time we try to tell him, he refuses to get a haircut. So then they called him over, and then I was like, what do I say? I can't speak Vietnamese, like half broken Vietnamese. So then I said, he obviously understands some English. So I said to him, you should get a haircut. Like, you'd look good with shorter hair. He immediately said yes. And then my auntie, she was like shook. She was like, we told him to get a haircut and we would pay him $100. And he said no. You asked him to get a haircut and he said yes. Immediately. And I was like, what? What is going on here? Yeah. Like, in a way, I know my dad cares. But he struggles a lot. So I never know what he's thinking. And I think he also just doesn't know what he's doing and prefers to kind of respect my boundaries. I've never really told him to stay away from me or anything, but I think it's just the fact that my grandma, my mom's side, my mom herself, everybody basically told him to fuck off and stay away from me. So I think that's just what he's kind of known, and he maybe feels like or just doesn't want to make me uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, seeing him now compared to when I first saw him with my grandpa's funeral, he definitely looks better. It's nice to see that he's more present, if that makes sense. As a recovering addict and father, I promise he does love you and care for you. I think so. I think he just doesn't know how to show it. It's hard because he's not been in my life at all, to be honest, only until recently, and attempted maybe back when I was 16 years old. And then it stopped from that point on until now, if that makes sense. So in a weird way, my grandfather's death brought a lot of the cousins together, also brought the cousins to get to know me. And yeah, I don't know. My uncle's really sweet though. He talks a lot. My uncle basically told me that he, how do I say this? Even though they, weren't really part of my life, but he was always trying to look for me. He would always ask his son to try to find me, to contact me some way and things like that, which I found really sweet that he did that because I had no idea. And even he said, yeah, like grandma and grandpa didn't know that I was looking for you. And then the funny story he told me was like, yeah, did you know when your mom was pregnant with you, I drove her to the hospital when she gave birth to you? I was like, what? I had no idea. I really had no idea. So I guess that explains why he has so much love as well. Because even he was like, trust me, you're very loved. Yeah, very sweet. And you already know with Asians, they're not very affectionate. But with my uncle, he's very affectionate with me. And he gave me a huge hug and he was like, love you. And I was like, this is so weird, but okay. So first meeting with deep convo already. No, I've seen my uncle a few times, but I think it's kind of the first where I said a few words to my dad, if that makes sense. And seeing my dad smile was nice to see, that something so small as a photo like made him smile. Yeah. Maybe all your dad needs is you. No matter what happens, he's still a dad. He still has that feeling and love. Yeah, I think no matter what, he does have love. He just doesn't know how to show it, maybe. I think he's also very introverted. He's very quiet. Like my mom says that I'm a lot like my dad. I'm like, is that a good thing? I have no idea. Yeah. But I don't know. I'd like to think it was a positive, even if it was just a very small interaction. But it was nice to see just him smile, I don't know. Although he's never been in my life, some way I always care for him. He's my dad at the end of the day, even though he struggled a lot. I've accepted the fact that, this is how things are, but there's nothing wrong in wanting to make new memories or attempting to kind of move forward, and not stop yourself from, I guess, not really fixing relationships, but getting to know my dad, if that makes sense. I don't know, does that make sense? Yeah, small steps. Blue Collar says this has been an awesome way to start my day. Thank you for sharing that. That's okay. Yeah, I don't know why talking about it makes me a little emotional. Even though I always say my dad's never been in my life. I probably don't care that much, but at the end of the day, I do. And something as small as seeing my dad smile, just makes my heart happy when I saw him smile, because I don't ever see him smile. So, he's, I kind of felt bad because maybe he felt like I didn't want him in my life or that I hated him or something like that. But I don't have any hate towards him. What could I hate him about, I think if I were to be able to voice how I felt with him properly, I would definitely love to do that. But the issue is the language barrier, so I can't. But yeah, when I got home, I sent the photo that I took with my dad to my grandma, and I just wrote in Vietnamese that, just saying that I love you both. I love you both, grandma and dad. Just remember that. That's just what I wanted to remind them, because I know that they weren't able to, I guess, make memories with me at all, to be honest. Yeah. You get emotional when you're in the situation. Yeah, you do. It's kind of crazy. It brings out a lot of feelings that you didn't know you had, especially with my dad. I used to always think he was scary, but no, I don't think. I think it was just the addiction at that time that maybe just made him scary to a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know. There's Australian subtitles. Wait, what? What are Australian subtitles? I don't know. Hi Nyan, how are you? Sorry chat, I know I'm just kind of yapping about family stuff and not really doing anything in Zenless. But yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to share something positive because I know I always yap about stupid work and stupid shenanigans, you know. So I wanted to share a little bit about how my family gathering was over the weekend. It's just all Aussie slang. What? Oh boy. What do I need to farm? I think materials. I should roll for Yuzu, huh? I haven't yet. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's never really too late to... Not necessarily... I mean, yeah, it's never too late to fix broken relationship. It's never too late to reach out to people that you love. It's never too late to... How do I say? I don't know. It's just never too late to make new memories with, you know, with parents or people you love. So different from 8 years ago through you. I know it is, right, Pooksy? It's kind of crazy. I mean, my dad is still... He's still struggling, as you already know. But small interactions. I think my grandpa's death definitely brought a lot of people back. If that makes sense. Hello. Felipe's home.
Hola, Caricula.
Hola. You want to say hi? How's the game?
Hi.
No, girl, you're good talking about what's going on in your life and how you feel is so important. Thank you. Shows how much can change. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's nice to see some improvement or like small happy moments. Like pretty much what Oki said earlier, small steps, you know? Chat saying handsome. They said handsome to you. How was the game? Ooh, nice. You are hit.
The time is now.
Wait, what? Huh? Está bueno. I just see this one's been bruised. Does it hurt? Chat picked the right boyfriend, I guess. Did chat pick the right boyfriend? You want to put an ice pack? This one's more squishy. Put an ice pack? Yeah, you should put an ice pack. You want to get you an ice pack? You want to get you an ice pack? Sure. I just started.
Oh, really?
I was telling chat about how our weekend was with the shitty group at the community place.
Oh, yeah.
And then the family gathering of Felipe meeting my dad's side of the family. Oh, welcome back, Mackie. And then telling chat how it was nice to see my dad smile, because you never see him smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to remind him. Text like
Yeah. Welcome back. How was League? Yes, how was League? Yeah. And then I was like getting emotional. Yeah, because it's like I was telling chat, it's never too late to make new memories with family members that you may never were never close with or never knew. Like, it's never too late.
No, it's never.
Yeah.
No, never.
Unless they're a piece of shit. Yeah. It isn't League today, it's Valorant. Oh god. Mac, why do you do this to yourself? Sir, why are you doing this to yourself? on, I can probably show you guys a photo that I took with my dad. You got hurt playing League, my brain is confused. No, Mackie. Oh. My brain is mixing shit. Oh, it's Felipe. He got hurt playing football. Soccer to some people. Yeah. I don't know. Can't say no to anyone who invites me. Dang, you too popular, Mac. The foot. But I'm gonna show you guys a quick photo. You guys already know what I look like, so it's not gonna bother me. But you probably know when you look at my dad that he's obviously struggled. Does Felipe even play Valo or League? No, but I think he wants to get into Valorant, but there's no crossplay from the PS5. Yeah. Let me change to... Where's my webcam, the fuck? Oh no, it's not working. Hold up. What's PS... Wait. Try a bit... Persona 5. Yeah, so... I'm gonna show you this photo. Obviously my dad does not look the healthiest, I will say. Because, again, he has definitely struggled. I don't know if you guys can even see this. It's gonna be blurry. But, yeah. Felipe's tall. So it's me... Felipe and my dad. You see what? Yeah. Yeah. It's blurry though, but it's okay. I can't. There's like no autofocus, I think.
Fuck, I'm so tall.
I know, you look so tall. But yeah, that's a photo of my dad. My cousin was like, yeah, the moment you said yes to the photo with him, he had the biggest smile, and it's the first time they'd seen him smile. So that was very interesting. You can see how short I am. Yeah. So I was telling, I was thinking of maybe printing the photo out to frame it. How tall is Felipe? How tall are you?
178.
He's 178. Not as tall as you, Pixie, but still taller than me. Yeah. Let me go back. But yeah, it's what's the word? Like bittersweet? Is that? I don't know if that's a word that I can use to describe the moment. Don't know how to open the convo, so I went to the ENT recently for the first time in my life. After the cleaning was done, I went outside. It was raining, so that's how I learned that apparently rain has a sound. Oh, what? That is very interesting, Moon. I had no idea that you... Wait, you didn't know that rain had a sound? Felipe is perfect height for a shorty like Kimmy. Hello? That is so rude. No, Oki said Felipe is perfect height for a shorty girl like Kimmy. Oh. Shorty like Kimmy. I don't know. He says why. Well, he asked why. Pixie says not Dutch tall, but still shorty Vietnamese people. Yeah, I'm just short. Very sad. Unironically, I didn't know it had a sound. Oh. When Felipe waves, is it called a microwave? What? Is this supposed to be a joke? Is this supposed to be a pun? Because I do not understand. I have no idea. I think you're taller than me. Me? I'm 153 centimeters. Yo, Yishwan booty. I see Steve is liking the playlist today. Keisha says, I definitely agree on it's never too late to meet family you never knew. My dad is adopted and we haven't really had any contact with them till recently. I felt kind of awkward about going to meet them since I'm shy meeting new people, but they're some of the kindest and most welcoming people I've ever met. Yeah, I definitely do relate. Like, I'm a very shy person too, and I don't know, the anxiety or I guess the overthinking of the possibility of meeting a family that you've never known your entire life. You kind of question yourself whether they'll like you, whether they're accepting of you. You also don't know how they are as well. But, you know, obviously once you meet them, you see how they are, you know, how they treat you, how they treat everybody. And you're like, damn, they're a good bunch of people. They mean well. They don't, you know, they don't want any ill intentions towards anyone. They're just trying their best like the rest of us. I think, what else do I need to do? Oh, you're short. Hey, that's mean. I can't say, holy shit, what? You're 185 centimeters? That's wild.
185?
Yeah, Megs is 185.5 centimeters.
Is that a guy or girl?
Wait, no. Who? Huh?
Guy or girl?
Ah, never mind. Correction. 158 centimeters. I was about to say, Megs, you're a giant. What happened?
Yeah, well, just like 185, 80
Yeah,
something for a girl.
he's
That's
crazy. Basketball player, right? I wish. Pixie says this convo reminds me of a TikTok I saw where they were short-staffed because of all of the people in the store couldn't reach something on the top. Wait, what? What top? What? What TikTok? Now I'm curious. Words can come true. Yeah, we just gotta get new knees, right? Is that even possible? It's like, just get taller. Just get new knees, man. What? Imagine being able to get a new pair of knees. Or a new pair of legs. Oh boy. Hi, Tyzen. How are you doing today? I'm doing okay. I'm feeling okay. What about you? Any plans today? I think this one's... What else? Oh my god. Shiyu reset, right? Yeah. Shiyu and DA. More like a brand new skeleton. True. Apparently you can get knee surgery, but what is that, like a few centimeters or something, and it's not worth it? Imagine the recovery for your knees. Holy shit. How the fuck?
Need a fortune telling?
Which? I've been waiting for you. Stand. Want a glass? Let's light this hollow up. Look,
Your fortune.
Good day, Lord Faith.
Take a deep. I hear the stage calling my name. The end. You're rat. Take it.
I would never turn down Lord Faithen.
Need a fortune telling?
Oh boy. I
And
forgot what the second one was.
Which? This is the path I follow. One.
Your fortune seems...
Shit, I didn't do...
You're rat.
Let's fire
Ah, no. Why did I do that? Oh my god. Jesus.
Need a fortune.
and you.
My brain does not want to
I've
work
been
today.
waiting for you. Want stand.
the
Want a
knees.
glass of nitro fuel?
Your fortune seems pretty good.
Thank you. I
lately.
don't want to see my bones being cut in half. God. Oh god, that reminds me of the Final Destination movie yesterday. Ugh. Yuck.
And you.
Need a fortune.
Dude, the MRI machine, that was brutal. But that was also really weird. It's like a mix of comedy and also really fucked up. You know what I mean? If you know, you know.
Away, Lord Faithen.
Trauma.
Eradicate all evil. The anticipation of.
And then Mac
stage
getting that
is
ad was really,
Want
that's
number
just
0. And
icing on the cake, man. What the hell?
Don't just
Man is
want this. Take it. The anticipation. Take a deep breath.
and you. If you have
Yappy.
my blade is at the ready.
Sure. What? Keisha says, yeah, exactly how I was feeling about it, and I'm glad that I was finally able to meet them. The only thing I wish is that it was way sooner in life. You can't change the past, but we always have the future now, is how I'm looking at it. Yeah, exactly. It's all about moving forward, making new memories. As long as we don't go backwards. If you go backwards, that's not good. But yeah, definitely not too late, but of course you'd wished it would have been earlier, for sure. So sorry for my messages taking ages and being long. No, that's okay. I appreciate like you just taking the time to type that out too. Bro, that MRI thing happened IRL like yeah, that's the one. So Mackie, I don't know if Mackie's still here. He saw a news article on it and we literally had just watched Final Destination yesterday. And I don't know if you watched that movie, but the dude died by the MRI machine. First of all, what is like I don't understand. What were the staff doing? You know what I mean? Cause what? How did they just let you in the MRI room? There's a bunch of signs as well. Dude buried death 3 times, he did well. That was the best death, not gonna lie. I felt sorry for the peanut allergy guy, man. He didn't ask for that. Man. He literally got his head screwed. How was the door just directly leading to... Yeah, that's what I was thinking with someone that had passed away. I was like, how is that possible? You would need a bunch of stuff in that area. But yeah, with the movie itself though, that scene was pretty funny, but also really gruesome. Because all the piercings started, you know, ripping out. We're like, hold up, he's got a pee piercing. What?
Let's make this quick.
And we were just like, oh.
The final act begins.
Made me crack up, yeah. That was so funny. But the way the wheelchair just slammed into him and oh god, the weight. The zoom up was so gross. Of the bones coming out. Yucky.
Adjuster, don't forget to work Sam
blade
next
is already
hydrate while you watch the play.
Hello? What is that?
I'm unstoppable.
That accent.
Good.
I was so confused. I was like, is that a Filipino accent or was it a Mexican accent? I couldn't tell.
My blade is already sheathed.
That was like Pilates Savage mode. God. Yeah. That was I don't know. We've been having movie nights in the community Discord, Pixie, so Steve hasn't seen the Final Destination movies, so we've been watching some of those. Very very interesting.
Watch your blind spots.
My turn. Better not get my chest dirty.
Yep. No escape.
Are you thinking of pulling for Yuzu? I want to get her for Jane. I haven't tried the demo yet. I'm considering it. Do I do it? That is the question. I need to check how many pulls I have as well.
Sure. Here's a taste of the abyss.
Because then it'll be Jane, Yuzu, and Vivian as a team. But yeah, for those who have Yuzu, how are you liking her? No, Bimmy! No!
Who dares get between me and
I
Lord
ulted. Imagine not going through life seeing a truck with logs. I know. I don't know if you watch Trash Taste or anything, Poopsie, but Gaunt, he had a stream where he was, I think he was doing Connor's cyclothon, and he literally had a Final Destination moment. That was crazy. A fucking truck with logs drove by right after he made a comment. I was like, what? There's no way.
Want some more?
I'll make it painless.
But yeah, how have you been, Pixie? Busy with work?
Wanna know what
Actually, are you still playing Final Fantasy, by the way? I'm curious. I was having this whole chat of Final Fantasy 14 the other day. My Yuzu is electric and shoots nail. Budget Yuzu?
My blade is already sheathed.
Good work, team. Yep.
I'm unstoppable.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, chat? I'm going to the office tomorrow. Well, I'm working in the office tomorrow. Because I have to be there once every 2 weeks. And I was like, holy shit, it's been 2 weeks already? That's crazy.
Waste of time. I see it. It's over. You're done. I swear on my blade.
So unfortunately, no co-working stream tomorrow because I'll be in the office. Work is tiring, man, but good otherwise. FF14. I mean, I have my houses, but I haven't actively played. Oh, you haven't? Man, everyone's slowly dipping from Final Fantasy, huh? I feel like life is just, it's hard to balance. Bought a new PC. Oh, nice. Wait, what did you get? I'm curious. I still need to upgrade my GPU. I still have the 2070 Pooxie, but everything else in my PC has been upgraded. And chat's like, the fuck, Kimmy? Update your bloody graphics card. $50.90? Goddamn. Oh my god, how much is that in euros? I mean, I have to be careful with my spending, so I would like to be able to eventually update, but that'll take a while. I think it's definitely a lot easier to get cards now, but it's still very expensive.
Okay. Let's make this quick.
2.2k euros for holy crap. What is that in AUD? Like $4,000? Yeesh, that's crazy. But hey, I mean, if you know, if you have the money, why not? And if you want to get something really nice to treat yourself, I don't see a problem with that. It's a miracle. You finally treated yourself, Pixie. Yeah, I was about to say, it's more than your old PC.
No escape.
Too much to be worth it? Yeah. For us, Australians, hell no. It's too much for us. But yeah, I think for me, I'm looking at the 5070.
eyesore. It won't hurt for long.
4K, oh god, just for the GPU, man. That's crazy. Did you have your... Did you make a build for it?
Here's a
I'm
taste of
curious
the
to see the
abyss.
rest of your parts. You okay.
Careful.
Did you get a nice case at least to display that GPU? Please tell me you
Let's make
did.
this quick.
I just wanted to experience the top of the line for once in my life. Dude, that's so true. I would like that. But I think I would be okay with, you know, a 5070 or even a 5080. But that's moolah.
It's over.
With how much of a cheap ass. Yeah, if you don't know Oki, Pixie, we've been friends for such a long time. Pixie is a known cheapskate. It's more like the anxiety to spend money. I don't know how to describe it. Just blame
It's over.
you know, family for that. Deeply scarred. Fellow cheapskate. Yeah, because I remember when I used to commission art and stuff of
My blade is
our
already
Final Fantasy characters and stuff. He's just like, fuck. He's in a cheapskate. He's like, nah, I could never. There's no way.
weakling. Together, we'll compose a miracle. Shadowless blade.
The anxiety that if we wanted to play a game with the group, we would only... Yeah, that's so true. That's why with MMOs it was easy, because it's free, you know?
It's over.
But I even remember, it took you a while to finally buy Final Fantasy.
No forgiveness. Once ready to fight. Enemies who touch me quick shall pay.
Oki also a cheapskate.
Waste of time. Weakling.
But no, yeah, I'm happy for you though. You finally have an OP PC. How does it feel? Ooh, electric. So... Oh my god, why am I fighting against Jane? What the fuck? Bleh.
I wouldn't want to pick me. Number 0, Andy.
Do you remember it was someone who paid for me and I had to promise to play it more than 30 days? Yeah, then you finally got it, no? It was so long ago, I don't fully remember. Good luck on 7th Shiyu. Should I be scared? Hold on, let me look at this again. So it's Jane.
Which? This is the wanna
What do I do?
Eradicate.
wanna glass.
Should I put Yishu on there?
The spotlight's about the anticipation.
Fighting Jane is pretty funny.
This is the path I follow.
Use Jane. Oh god. I remember doing Jane in towers and I just used Miyabi. All the time. Because I could always fucking block that stupid shit. Okay, we'll see how I go. It's a new Jane, but other than the miasma, I don't really notice the difference. So it's a Jane on a period. Got it. Okay. Should I be afraid? She's on her period. Fuck me, man. Already? I was not prepared. Fuck off. Get off your period, bitch. Oh crap, I shouldn't have used it there. My bar was still low. Okay. I'm not as bad. I'm okay. I thought I'd be much worse. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, what is this? The fuck?
No escape.
Jane, calm down. Chill. Chill.
Wanna know what lurks in the darkness?
Have to focus a little bit. Sorry, chat. Imagine me focusing. Can't be me. Elvis, man. Calm down.
The final act begins
Now
now.
I'm getting a little lazy. Oh shit.
Some more. I'll make it painless.
Yo, she does a lot of zoomies in this. Thank you for the lurkies. Oh, that was so weird. I'm not gonna lie, I can't see what the fuck is happening.
No escape.
Okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Go away.
We got it, we got it.
Just give up.
I'm gonna laugh if my Jane just dies.
Notice me.
I find the miasmic Jane and Tower way easier than this. Wait, really?
Now,
I know a lot of you
You're
guys
the
are enjoying
prey.
new towers. I've yet to do it. Yo, my Jane's help though. Oops. The visibility in the new tower is worse. Wait, what? Worse? I think she's definitely worth checking out. I'm new to Zenless. I got lucky enough to get her on a 50-50 and Miyabi on a guarantee. Oh, congratulations on your pools. Yo, Miyabi good. She'll definitely carry you through a lot. Working on getting both engines. I might only be able to get one. Yeah, I feel like with the engine it's very painful. Oh, my asthma everywhere. Makes sense, yeah.
weakling.
I think today will be a short stream.
It's over.
I think if I can find time to do another stream another day, then I'll try to proceed with story. Today is mostly dailies and shiyu. I forgot I had Astra. Why didn't I start with her first? Hit me, you dumbass.
My blade is already sheathed. I swear on my blade.
But yeah, how far are you guys in towers now?
Weakling. Such provocation.
This camera angle
Don't
the
go
room.
unanswered. Resistance is futile. It's over.
So essentially all the new monsters are basically in their period.
In the
miasma everywhere. It's just red. Red everywhere. Dude, the purified sound is so loud. Ah shit, that fucked up my dodge.
My blade is already sheathed.
Yeah, red everywhere.
Weak spot located.
Everyone's angry.
No forgiveness.
No! I think I took too much time on Jane. Shit. I got an A. Yuck. How much time did I start here? Yeah, I don't think I have enough time, do I? We'll see, we'll
Press
see.
forward. My blade is already sheathed. Waste of time. Weakling. I swear on my blade.
I asked Frank to wish you in one attempt. Hey, 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 hey. If I get this one, it'll be fine. But I don't know.
My blade is already sheathed.
It's because I made a lot of mistakes with Jane. So that's why I wasted time. And I forgot she has fucking time.
It's over. Enemies of section 6 shall
Not
pay.
like this.
Surrender. In the name of hope. The cold is silent. Weakling. Weak spot located. We press on.
Nah, I don't think I can.
No forgiveness.
Shit. Oh no.
Victory.
Oh wait, do I get it?
Only option.
No, no, no. Do I have it? Oh my god. Holy shit. With 9 seconds left. A. Done. There we go. We done. By the way, here's the parts. Don't look at the price. Oh boy. I like how I mouse over it. It says an error occurred. Too much money. Just kidding. We done with shiyu. Let me look at this. Ooh, 9800. Nice. Good choice. Good choice. Oh, you're going with a CPU cooler. I ended up going back to what is it called? Blah, blah, blah. My brain's not working. Oh my god. Brain, hello? Brain, can you work? Anywho's my brain decided not to work. Oh, MSI. Holy shit. 2 terabyte SSD and a 4 terabyte? Dang, PC bowling, what the heck? That's crazy. Ooh, you still went with the fractal design. Is that the wooden design? With the wood panel? Oh yeah, it is. That's a nice case. My cousin actually wants that case. And you got a new monitor as well. Yo, the cost of that monitor though. Huh? Very sleepy build. Yeah. I mean, if you don't care for lights, for sure. I mean, my old one... But yeah, we had the same... We had a very similar build and we had the same case. We had sleeper builds. But yeah. Plus, that is a really nice case though. It's very pretty. Nice, very nice aesthetics. I approve. My wallet, however, does not. My wallet, however, does not have that much. Oh boy. I think I'm going to end stream because Pixie's injured. So I'm gonna go take care of him. Yay. Yeah, that was one of the cases I was looking at, and then I decided, you know what? I want a really nice case to look at. So I went with the Hype Y70 Touch. It's okay, I used to judge you for buying shit, now you can judge me. That's true. That is true. You spent so much more money on it, but hey. I don't know, I think it's justified. I think so. Nowadays, I think I've become the cheapskate. We've swapped Pooksy. What happened? I'm gonna teleport back here. Unfortunately, today is a very short stream. Hopefully that's okay. It's just because Felipe got injured, so I'm gonna take care of him. Life happened? That's true. Life definitely did happen. Moving out happened. That's where you realize everything is so expensive in life. And you cry. I'm trying to look at the proportions from Sweetie. It's kind of wild. Them hips don't lie. But okay, chat. Unfortunately, I will end for today. I know it's not a very long stream, but I hope you guys still enjoyed hanging out with me. Although I know majority of it was me yapping. I will probably just lurk in Discord or something and then try the Yuzu demo as well. But yeah, gotta prioritize because, you know, can't just leave someone injured sitting there. That just, yeah, be poopy. Things happen. Thanks for the stream. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Smith says, Alice, use your code for 50 poly. People haven't got it yet. Ooh. It's always a treat when you stream. Thank you, 35. Right, I was watching your video. I was like, holy shit, you edited it with the subtitles for an hour-long video. That's some dedication, man. That's crazy. I cannot. I don't think I have an editing bone in my body. I tried at some point and I feel like my perfectionism gets in the way and I take like 100 years to get something done. I don't know. Or if I try to make something look good, but it doesn't look good. It looks like crap. Take care. And take care, Mr. Chat's boyfriend. Thank you, thank you. I think he's in the toilet. And there's more to come. I need to finish the whole game. Oh boy. Ay. But yeah, once again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate the company, and also for those that are new as well, if you guys didn't know, we do have a community Discord. You're always welcome to join it if you like. That's where majority of the notifications come in when I do stream, or just like random things I post in there, and also with everybody else that likes to post things, whether that's photos or videos, memes, or join in for weekly movie nights. You're also welcome to do that as well. But yes, other than that, that is all for today. I'm gonna check just to see if we can quickly raid someone. Yes, come say hi. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Kimatora. Thank you, Pixie. Thank you, 35. Latest Jimmy. Why am I Jimmy, man? I don't want to be Jimmy. Jimmy is doo-doo. Let's see. Who can we raid? A lot of people playing the horse gotcha game. Holy crap. How's Jimmy, by the way? I don't want to know. I honestly don't know. My last text message to him was something work related. I just gave him advice on something. Other than that, I think, yeah. Horse game is alright. Have you tried it? Who should I read? Who isn't Ostubiz? Let me have a look. Of course, Oki plays Uma too. I like, but not my cup of tea, to be honest. Ooh, Genie's streaming. I like Genie's model. And his little Shiba. So cute. Who is this? Sean the Human. Okay. Ooh. I'm just like scrolling through streams. I was like, oh, they play Final Fantasy. Cool. I don't know what they're doing currently. Should we just chuck a raid at someone? Just randomly. Raid and dip, unfortunately. Yeah. Let's just do... Kimmy, please spell the name right. Yes. Again, once again, guys, thank you guys for hanging out with me or just listening to me yap as always. And I don't know, I think it was nice being able to kind of have a proper chat with everybody too and just kind of give you small updates of what I did on the weekend. But yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing week. I shall see you soon or in the Discord or somewhere. I don't know. Glad I didn't see the Russian feature. Not the bang boo boobism. That's so cursed. Oh boy. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you have a good night and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Fortunately for me, I have to come into the office tomorrow, so no co-working stream. Maybe another day though. But yeah. Boy.